Allô, allô, allô. Bienvenue à Between Two Heads. Welcome to Between Two Heads. Mon nom est Rose Cathy Handy. Je suis CEO de Breton Call. Et aussi, ben, vous savez, je porte souvent plusieurs chapeaux. Et il me fait plaisir de vous rejoindre ici aujourd'hui, comme tous les mercredis. Je sais que la semaine dernière, pour des raisons de santé, j'ai pas pu être là. Mais on se rattrape vite ce soir avec une excellente invitée de taille. Parler de tout, on parle de tout ici, on parle des femmes, on parle de l'argent, on parle de comment se permettre la beauté qu'on veut sans avoir à casser, comme on dit, casser la caisse, là, casser la banque. Alors, welcome to Between Two Heads. Tonight we will be mostly in English. Our guest speaks French, but uh, but we have to accommodate her and go with her first language, which is English. As you know, here at Between Two Heads, we usually go with French and English, depending on whichever the languages the guests can speak. And you're free to jump in and ask questions. We have some of our guests that are here at the back end. So, like every Wednesday, we talk about whatever we want because that's really what it is. At Breton Call, as you know, we have the academy. We have also the service. So, if you are a woman and you have braiding skills, I really want you to join our academy. It's a 15 weeks training, and then you get a certification at the end. And with that, you can open your hair salon like all the others have done. Have trained to date almost 200 women, and a lot of them are making so much money. When I'm so proud of them and so proud of everybody. And you have some that are already on the second hair salon, which is just amazing. Amazing. Well, as you know, I'm also the general manager at Connectivity Canada, and then the work there for me is really to break the cycle of poverty in our community in everything that I do. And is always the mission that comes with it, and always the purpose that comes with it. And so, in everything that I do, that's what we try to do. And the woman that got the training so far is really amazing how I see them that they left the factory work that they had that were giving them shifts where you don't even know where your money is going to come from. And now they're making 5,000, 7,000, $10,000 per month in revenue, per month in revenue. So it's just unbelievable. It's a crazy little program that I started in 2020. And then all of a sudden, it turned into what it is really doing. And it's really great. See, my hair was done already by one of the graduates. So it's really amazing. So, as I said, I have an amazing guest tonight. A lot of people know her already. And so our guest is Kemi Amusan. Um, Her bio is in French because she speaks French. She speaks French. Alors, elle est connue sous le nom de Lady K. Elle est une leader communautaire reconnue et une professionnelle engagée dans la promotion de l'éducation, de l'intégration et du développement des diasporas africaines. Et elle est actuellement la présidente de Global Women Ambassador Canada, une organisation à but non lucratif qui soutient les femmes, les familles et les nouveaux arrivants à travers des programmes de leadership, d'intégration, de développement socio-économique et d'assistance aux femmes fuyant la violence domestique. Hello, Lady K. Let's
Hello,
go.
hello, hello.
Yes,
Bonsoir.
bonsoir. Thank you for being here with
Merci.
us so that we can have a little chat, a little conversation between women, and that's really what we do here. So help us learn a little bit more about you. Where are you from before coming to Canada?
Okay, hello everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me to be part of this program. I'm really so excited because what you are doing is phenomenal. It's just mind blowing. So for me to be here, to be invited to be part of this, I feel so honored. Thank you so very much.
Oh,
My name
thank
is
you.
Kemi Amusho,
Yeah.
as I've known, but I'm more known as Lady K. I got that name, Lady K, from I was writing for a magazine, and
Mhm.
my column used to be Ask Lady K. So
Ah,
every questions, everything concerning marriages, you ask Lady K and you will get the answer. So that is where Lady K comes from. And now
ah,
everyone calls me Lady K. And who am I? I'm a Nigerian. I
okay.
study French, so I speak a bit of French, but it's been a long time. So, vous allez m'excuser si je parle français un peu et je parle anglais. Je vais mélanger les deux parce que je veux pratiquer mon français en même temps.
Oh, it always warmed my heart to see somebody who wants to speak French. So it's really great.
Yes, so I will be practicing my French as we go along. My relationship with Accenture, I'm sure, will help me to gain
Mhm,
more confidence as we go along.
mhm,
So thank you for inviting me. What do we do at Global Women Ambassadors? Global Women Ambassadors, basically we started off as an organization that fight against violence, against
mhm.
women, domestic violence. I'm a survivor myself, so I understand, I know what it feels like. And the experiences I went through personally, I do not want to see other women go through the same experience. That was the reason we started this organization. But along the line, we discovered again, part of what can be used to fight violence, part of it is economic independence. And that is why what we are doing now is really a good idea. We started it as well, but not at this level. What we started doing was to attach a woman to a mentor.
Okay.
So with that, they will mentor you and then you start working. As you can imagine, that would just be like a tip of the iceberg. It's just
Yeah.
a very small number. What you're doing, it's really comprehensive, it's really great, and congratulations on this program. So
Oh, thank you.
so part of what we do again is settlement programs.
Mhm,
Settlement programs, it is part of migration and settlement. We discovered many women are leaving Africa especially. They want to
mhm.
come to this part of the world. What happens? They get trafficked, they get into
Yes.
trouble. So we
Mhm,
partnered with some organizations, and these organizations help us to get those women and we help them to go back, especially we've been doing with Nigeria, to go
mhm,
back to Nigeria, to rescue them. That is a topic for another day because it is really, really a terrible thing out there that is happening right now. And
mhm,
so let me stop there. At the same time, we do crisis prevention intervention. I'm a trainer, so we do the training. We get sponsorships at times to
mhm.
train women who want to work in mental health in different facilities, but they need this certification. They don't have the money. We are able to support them. So let me stop there for now.
Well, that's really amazing. I
Thank
mean, human trafficking is
you.
unbelievable, has just blown, and it's not really one country; it's really global. Everywhere now, more and more women are not safe. Anywhere, young girls being trafficked, even here in Canada. It's some of the thing that people don't talk about a lot, that people should be talking about more and more. Because we wake up in the morning as mothers, we send our children to school, and sometimes they don't come back, and then sometimes nobody knows where they are, and sometimes it might take years to find out where they ended up, if you're lucky, to find uh, for your child to be found. And then so it's really amazing the work that you do. Where are you located in doing that work? Are you in Ontario, Alberta? Yes. so that people can find out? I know, but so you tell them.
Our office is here in North York,
Okay.
168 Oakdale Road,
Mm-hmm.
Suite 12. That's where we are. And we
Okay.
do a whole lot online because
Mm-hmm.
we discovered that online we are able to reach so many countries at the same time.
Okay.
So we do online, we do information sessions, and we do hands-on, like rescuing and sending them back to where they come from, and then try to get them something to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because the problem actually is because they have nothing to do, that is
Yeah.
why they are trying to go to where they can get something, but then
Yeah.
they get into trouble. Um, I'm just trying to be cautious because if we go into that, is a whole lot. Honestly,
Yes. Yes.
no.
Yeah, I know. That is so. In one part of your work is you have integration, you have development. Both of them they link, and then there's also the kind of thing that we try to push here at Brayton Call to see women develop. You see women that can be able to make the money, be able to take care of themselves,
Yes,
and be free, have that financial freedom that can allow them to take care of themselves, be confident, and then fully integrate here in Canada. So, in your work in integration and development, what do you see as the biggest thing that really hinder women?
the biggest thing is the fear of the unknown
Mm-hmm.
when they cannot pay their bills by themselves,
Okay.
when they look around and they have no support, especially where children are involved. The
Yeah.
man is abusing them, the man is beating them, is talking, is using negative words. You know, at times, even if you don't beat, emotional, the emotional abuse, financial
Mm-hmm.
abuse. But for the woman to take that step to free herself from
Mm-hmm.
that unhappiness, from that bondage, it is usually a very, very difficult one.
Mm-hmm.
If a woman can have the opportunity to have a skill,
Mm-hmm.
because at times, uh, to be free of this problem, you also need time. For example, you come to this part of the world, they tell you, oh, you have to go for training for PSW, for example.
Mm-hmm.
PSW to have certification, you are looking at 9 months.
Yeah.
And you need the time to come out of the house. We have husbands that will make that journey very frustrating. You want to go for nursing, for example, you need the support of this same man.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm relating the two now, the domestic violence and your ability for you to be free. You're
Mm-hmm.
still trapped. So these are part of the challenges. However, with a program like this, Raise on
Mm-hmm.
Call, that you are doing that is only on weekends, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like one day in a week, the woman
Yeah.
can easily go for that one day, go through this process in a few weeks. She's okay. She can start something. It's a new life. With
Mm-hmm.
a new life, with a new hope, with a skill, then you can stand on your feet. And
Yeah.
at times, this can even save the marriage. This can,
Yeah.
because now you have the confidence. The man wants to say, sit down there. You said, yes, I will sit, but we need to talk first. Now
Mm-hmm.
you have a voice. Before
Yeah.
you had no voice. Before you are afraid. You don't know where next to go, where next the next meal will come from. Okay, Canada will give you money. When you come out from that abusive marriage, they give you some money to settle, but it's not enough. And then
Mm-hmm.
you don't have an income. So the major basic problem is lack of confidence, lack of financial confidence. That
Mm-hmm.
is why some women are not able to take that step.
Before we come back to the women, I really want to, based on your experiences,
Yes.
how can we go through the men or the partners that the women have to make them understand that actually helping a woman be financially independent doesn't go against the family, against the relationship. Is actually a good thing. It's actually a good thing for both, for everybody involved. How can we get to the point where we can help them understand? Is there, I don't know, what is the magic way to help them understand that it's a good thing to have two incomes in a family. It's a good thing to be able to afford the little thing instead of a whole pressure always being on the man. That, I mean, for the whole history of the world, it has never been a bad thing that a woman can also add something into the into the family. So how do we go through to these people?
Okay, my answers may not be very comfortable for women.
Yeah.
Number one, the man grew up through a woman. A woman gave
Mm-hmm.
birth to a boy. But the way we train the boys are different from the ways we train the girls.
Mm-hmm.
We, the mothers, start making them feel like kings,
Yeah.
while the girl is made to serve. So
Mm-hmm.
first of all, we, the women, we have to change our attitude towards
Mm-hmm.
the way we bring up our boys. Let
Mm-hmm.
boys grow up to be men that will have woman feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Number one. Number two, let's go now that we are dealing with the men that are already grown up. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
Women, again, I will come back to us. Women organizations. All the time we have programs. We have programs for the women. We have
Mm-hmm.
programs for the girl child. But we don't bring the men into our programs. We,
Mm-hmm.
we expect our men to magically understand what they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I have come across so many men that do not understand what we call abuse.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't know.
Yeah.
What you don't know, let me give you an example. You have a bird.
Mm-hmm.
Bird flies with the two wings, right?
Yeah.
Women organizations, what are we doing? We make our bird to fly with one wing. We are
Mm-hmm.
training the women. We are giving them information. We are building the women, but we are not doing anything about the men. And we expect to come home and the man magically understands what to do. So that is the second thing we need to take a look as women organization. Make sure there are programs that you say, bring your husband,
Mm-hmm.
let your husband come to understand. And then we should not do shaming. That is to make them feel ashamed of themselves, but rather,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, teach them, let them understand that ordinary keeping malice. I've come across men who will tell you when your woman is, they say, obstinate,
Mm-hmm.
stubborn, not behaving well at home, the
Yeah.
best part of the things you do is you don't talk to the woman. They start keeping malice with you. That's
Mm-hmm.
emotional abuse. It's emotional torture. If you tell them, do you understand that is an abuse? How? It's not an abuse. That is what they learned from their fathers. That is what they learned from their uncles. Don't forget, we are coming from Africa, especially. Our men are the heads of the home. They
Mm-hmm.
are lords. What they say goes. But
Yeah.
here, things are different. We work together. Economically, we have to work together for the
Mm-hmm.
upkeep of the home. That now comes to financial. Back where we are coming from, our men are usually the ones that have more financial muscle. You are a
Mm-hmm.
woman, I'm a man, we go for interview for a job, we have the same qualifications, the chances are higher that they will hire the man
Yeah.
for the position of the manager. But
Yeah.
if you come as a secretary, they will hire you as a secretary. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the way we think back from Africa. We bring the same thing here. Unfortunately, this place is a leveler. And then women have more powers here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go into that because that's another area. Women from Africa, especially, when we get here, discover we have more powers than the men, we tend to misuse the powers.
Okay.
Instead of using the powers to build, we tend to use the power to break. No, have the opportunity now. Now, financially, you can have a voice. Financially, you can be a partner to your husband, but at the same time, already know something. His ego is already broken when he gets here. When he gets here, he sees that he can no longer beat you, talk to you anyhow, misbehave anyhow. He doesn't have all those powers again. You have some powers now. Use the power wisely as a woman. Be his partner financially. Unfortunately, many of our men, they have this complex about the woman equally having financial power. This, honestly, what you can do most often is to use wisdom. Use wisdom. Do not go into fighting. Do not go into argument. Listen, you are in a home where you are both growing. If your partner says nasty things, you reply in nasty ways, both of you are fighting. At the end of the day, you finish. Who is giving you a trophy? If you win, do you get a trophy? You don't get a trophy. What you get is worse relationship in the home. Try to understand your husband. Is he the type that has ego, that has that complex? If he's that type, you have to be prayerful. You have to use wisdom. It doesn't make you less of a woman. It doesn't make you inferior to that man. After all, you want to be superior? You don't need it. What you need is for your comfort. You need to be comfortable in your home. You need to be happy in your home. Just use wisdom. A woman that knows how to do this. You know the meaning of this? Who knows what I'm doing this time?
Yes.
Zip.
Yeah.
Zip. A woman that knows how to zip up, keep quiet. Most of the time, you find a better option to issues. I'm not saying your man should be abusing you, but do not be what we call precipitating factor. What is a precipitating factor? Do not be the one that will cause the problem. Unfortunately, if you did not have financial power and now you have financial power, you have unconsciously become a precipitating factor in making trouble in the home. So how do you work and make sure that precipitating factor turns around in the favor of the home? You have to use wisdom. Not many men are able to accept the fact that their women are making money, especially when you are making more money. And if you have a skill like this, hair braids, hair dressing, and God blesses you, you may start making a whole lot more than him. So psychologically, be ready that when that happens, do not use it to break your home. Do not use your newfound power, financial power, to break your home. It is to build your home. So use wisdom. Let me stop there for now and listen to the next question.
I mean, it's so profound what you're saying. Starting first of all, that big issue that you raised about how most of the men they raise, and so they grow up. We usually assume that they know better. We usually assume that they should know, but then we don't realize that actually they don't. They don't know because, I mean, they've been accustomed to a certain way of life. They've been raised to behave a certain way or to think of themselves in a certain way. And all of a sudden they jump and they here in Canada and the expectation is a little bit different, but nobody is in between to tell them that, but it's not the same. You need to learn new skills. You need to learn how to communicate, or you even need to learn to communicate, because sometimes they're raised to believe that you don't even talk with your partner, you don't even talk with your wife, you don't
Mhm.
even communicate with him, because, like, I like the word you say, you're the Lord. You're the Lord, the King, and and you have to decide everything, because that's what makes you a man. But then they get here, and then sometime a shift start happening. And then at the same time, for you, your call for organization to stop leaving men behind while they're teaching women, also think about teaching men too, so that they can also be educated, and also be informed, and also understand how things are supposed to work better. I really, really love that. And then you're not leaving the woman off the hook. And then, yeah, of course, you come to Canada, you learn new ways, you learn freedom, you learn liberties, but you shouldn't use that against your own. I mean, if you use that against your own relationship, your own family, you're using that against yourself. So it shouldn't be something that you use to destroy, but you need to use it to build, not to break. I like that sentence: to build, not to break, and for them to use their wisdom. Um, but yeah, I'm touching on a little thing there where we always talk. It's about communication. And it's true that a lot of people, they don't grow up knowing how to communicate or how to talk. Even parents sitting down and having a conversation with children, it doesn't exist. Uh, Men sitting down and talking to their wives or their partner, it doesn't exist. Sometimes people even joke, like, some men, they have more conversation with their mistresses that they have with their own with their own wives,
Yeah.
and so they grow up with that, in that kind of environment, and then that's the reality that. So how do we help? How do we help? How is possible to help? So how do you turn the wisdom you were talking about that a woman has to have? How a woman can go and acquire that wisdom and know how to use it wisely?
Okay. Uh, Communication. You said
Mm-hmm.
something about communication.
Yep.
Many husbands and
Yep.
wives do not communicate. They
Yeah.
don't talk.
They don't talk.
They, and when there's no communication, you are growing apart.
Yeah.
You start living together like friends, like mates. You may live together, no problem, nothing. You are not talking, you are not communicating.
Yeah.
Why are you not communicating? That is the first thing you should ask yourself. How
Yeah.
much do you know about this man?
Yeah.
This time around, first of all, take yourself out of the equation. Remove yourself,
Mm-hmm.
because we tend to always think first about ourselves.
Yeah.
No, think about that man.
Mm.
Who is he? What does he like? What are his interests? Your husband loves football. You don't know anything about soccer. Let me use the word soccer.
Mm-hmm.
You know nothing about soccer.
Mm.
He wants to watch soccer. That is when you want to watch Africa Magic. Already there's a conflict.
Yeah.
You, the interests of men are not basically like the same like the women. You as the woman, you should start thinking of how to understand him. How much do you know about politics?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know about current affairs? You hear him talking to people, you know what he loves, learn it. It's not difficult. It's
Mm-hmm.
not difficult to read the news. You want to gossip about little things all around. He's not interested.
Mm.
So that you are bothering him. He goes to work, he comes back, you go to work, you come back, you are tired, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But we women, we are the pillars of the homes. We are stronger. Emotionally, we are stronger. Physically, the man may be stronger, but who is the builder of the home? Remember, building the home is on you as the woman. As long as you have a man that is not violent towards you, that is not abusive towards you, you must make the home a happy place for him, a comfortable place for him. Learn how to cook different dishes. On the YouTube nowadays, you can learn how to make food from Ethiopia, food from here, different things. Make the house very, very conducive and comfortable. Be able to communicate, to speak his language, what he loves. Gradually, when you start teaching him what you want him to do to you. I give an example. A man forgot the birthday of his wife, which is normal. They forget all the time.
Well, it shouldn't be normal though.
But it happens.
Yes, it
And
does.
when you look at the number of men that forget the birthdays, it's a whole lot. I come across them every day. And what happened? He came home that evening. As a woman, we tend to be angry. We are sulking. Sulking about what? We forgot your birthday. It's just another day. But what did this woman do? She said, oh, you know something? Can you stay by the door 1 second? He went outside. She opened the door, gave him a bouquet of flower, shut the door. So he came back inside with the bouquet of flower, confused, and she collected it and said, oh, thank you for my birthday bouquet. He remembered, and it was like, oh my God, I forgot, I'm so sorry. Make the house just comfortable. You don't need to quarrel over small things. You know, I'm at my age and with my experience and with the number of people I've seen, I've spoken with, who ask me, you have all this knowledge, but you are divorced. I said, the best teacher that can teach you is someone who has done it and who has failed. Someone who has failed will tell you things that went wrong, things that you can do different. If you are doing it, everything is smooth, you don't know, you don't know the value. But you have gone through an abusive marriage, abusive relationship, you're on your own, and then you are doing all these services for different people. You see many things that people need to do better to be happy. And my sisters listening to me today, no man can make you happy. Happiness
That's a fact.
is an individual choice.
Yeah.
From inside of you, create your own happiness. Make the home comfortable. Make the home conducive. Even if he wants to misbehave, he will forget about misbehaving. I know men that will tell me that their women are their backbones. Without their women, they cannot do anything. I'm sorry, this I want to touch. Many of you may not like it. African men, we know many of them, they cheat. We
Yes,
know
they
many
do.
of them, not all, many of them,
But many of them, yes, they do.
I cannot
And
tell you
they
how
even
to handle
glorify
that.
cheating.
It is how you deal with the situation that will help your sanity or make you go crazy. But there's no individual that is worth stealing your joy. Create happiness in the home. Create joy. And even the man will say, she is my backbone. She is my mother. She is my friend. Position yourself. And I will give you one key that you can use today. Imagine you have a son. Just imagine, whether you have one or you don't have, imagine you have a son. Tell me how many of you, your son will do something wrong and you throw him away. How many of you, your son will do something wrong, you want something bad to happen to him? Just take your husband, love him like a son. Forgive him even before he does anything wrong. That will give you what? Peace of mind. That will give him a comfortable home and things will be better. You don't need, your economic freedom should be something to help you, help your home to grow, not to break. I keep repeating that.
Wow. And well, I hope they're listening, and I hope they have questions for you. All of you listening there, you feel free to ask questions. You can use the chat to write your question, to write a comment. I know I saw Amante who wrote that that's true. We should not break our man. So you can put your comment on the chat. You can put your question on the chat. Hey, are listening to you. I hope all the people that are listening, they hear that we should have a lot of marital counseling services out there from
Culturally sensitive.
sensitive, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Marital counseling services out there. There's so many coaches. There's so many coaches, but don't think about that one. No, I don't see a lot of them specializing on that, like couple counseling, advising, and that part, that culturally sensitive coaching in marital relation coaching here. Hey, you hear me?
Yes.
That's an opening there for because there's too much mess out there, and if there are a lot of holes in the information and education and understanding, is really important. What can help is those kind of services. Now that we've talked about all of that, as you know, here we're at Bread on Call, and then we um, talk about beauty, we talk about hair, we talk about spending on beauty and spending on, and with every guest, I want to know, and also the women that are listening now and then later, to take one or two things from each woman. First of all, what is your beauty routine? How do you prepare yourself on a daily basis, on a weekly basis? What is your routine?
Okay. So in that respect, I'm going to share some things that may be useful for one or two of our sisters. When it comes to beauty routine, Rasheedat Bakare, please mute yourself. Rasheedat Bakare, please mute yourself. Thank you. Okay, so first of all, I think I'm lucky. I'm lucky to have a father who invested his time in me. I'm the first child. And he told me when I was, when you start growing to teenager and you start becoming aware of your beauty, he said, the day you look at yourself in the mirror, my daughter, and you say, oh my God, I'm so beautiful. He said, that is the beginning of the end.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yes. So that shaped my life. And I understood as I started growing up, what he meant is be comfortable in your skin. Be happy about who you are. You look at yourself in the mirror, you look beautiful, you don't look beautiful. No. Whatever the beauty is, as you determine, that is who you are. And at the same time, do not let your beauty become a source of negative pride. That can bring you down. So that helped me. And talking about beauty again, it is how you perceive it, how you see yourself. I am naturally a big person. I diet occasionally, not every time.
Okay.
I've come to accept the shape of my body. We have different shapes. You have those that are very slim. You have those
Mm-hmm.
that are be comfortable in your skin, first of all. Appreciate yourself. Appreciate the way God has created you. You are wonderfully and beautifully created. If someone is wearing a cloth and looks slim, wear your own and look flabby. Throw your, okay, few years back, if you have big butt, you know it was a problem.
Yes.
Everybody must be flat. Today, they are paying millions to go and do what I carry naturally. If I stand up, you want me to stand up and show you? If I stand up, you say, yes, God has created this one, right? Now, before it was a thing of shame.
Yeah.
Now it's a thing of pride that everybody wants to have.
Yeah.
The lips was a problem. Now the lips,
Yeah.
they are injecting.
They're
So
injecting. Yeah.
what does that teach you, my sister? It teaches you that whatever you have is valuable, is precious. So first of all, let that sink in. Now, what is my beauty routine? It's very simple. Very simple. The kind of soap I use what do you call this? Avon. I started
Okay.
ordering Avon. And
Mm-hmm.
the reason I use that is because it makes my skin just soft, natural.
Okay.
And there's this soap they sell in Walmart. I go there when they're selling at a reduced price.
Mm-hmm.
There's 10 in the pack and they sell it for like $6 when
Mm-hmm.
they're reduced. So I buy a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I do this? Why don't I go after very expensive things? I'm comfortable in my skin. I don't need too much of beauty routine. Two, my hair especially. You know, they say the hair is the crown of a woman. You cannot come out looking ugly,
Mm-hmm.
right? Hair is something that is important to every woman. It depends on what you want your hair to look like. I wear low cut. If I remove my wig now, there's a lot of gray. I did not dye it purposely. You know why? I never knew I would see gray hair on my head. I had too many challenges. I thought I would die early in my life.
Mm-hmm.
So when I started having gray hair, I started to cherish the gray hair, to be happy, to thank God. So it depends what you have, how you turn it around. I wear wig because of convenience.
Okay.
And I wear a lot of braided wigs.
Mm-hmm.
I love everything African. That is why I wear a lot of braided wigs, number one. And I like to support our trainees, what they are doing. And I love to support money going back to Africa. These braided wigs, many of them are coming from Africa. So I want to support them and I get different nice ones. And for my powder, I use whatever powder. I don't want to be mentioning names because I'm not
Mm-hmm.
advertising, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just use powder and just a light makeup, whatever you feel comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, they love their makeup to be very bold and flashy. That
Mm-hmm.
is their personality. Some love it to be just a little bit. It's your personality. There's no wrong or right way to
Yeah.
look good. It is how you feel within yourself that is
Mm-hmm.
the most important. So you stand up in front of your mirror. If it is wig you love to wear your wig. If it's braided wig, if you want to do cornrows, there's nothing that is not good on you. It is
Mm-hmm.
how you see it. Make it
Yeah.
your own. Even if your partner may not be your husband, if your partner say, what is this? It's ugly. Do not listen to it's ugly. Listen to this is me. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy with what I am. Be happy with yourself. Be happy in your own skin.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, thank you for sharing all of that, but I have a little question. You said you wear wigs for convenience.
Oh, yeah.
What is the convenience that you find there in wearing wigs?
The convenience, for example, my hair is due now to go to the barber and retouch, right? I wear short cuts. So
Okay.
it's due. I've not had time. Honestly, my program has been back to back. It's been crazy. So that is where I wear the wig for convenience. And then there are times I want my hair to look long instead of my low short cut. So that is why I wear it as well.
Okay, so for you, it's like the wig allows you to have whatever face you want to have, whatever
Ye-
look, not face, whatever look you want to have that day. So you can just put a wig and then there you go. The day you want your short hair, and if
Yeah,
you want to have long hair, you can change your hair however you want during the day. That's a convenience that the wig gives you.
mhm.
So, how do you feel about people who spend like $800 in a week, $3,000 in a week? When you hear that somebody spent $3,000 in a week, how do you react?
I feel like just like I said, whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, but
No
let's
one
say it's
can.
somebody that makes less than $50,000 a year, and then you hear that a person spent $3,000 in a week.
To me, as a financial advisor, I
Yes.
may I may have to sit the person down to try to find out how we can support that person to channel that financial energy.
Mhm.
The person having $3,000 a week, $5,000 is actually having something fundamental we need to find out.
Mhm.
It may stem from complex.
Mhm.
At times, especially you see some women, they want to be out there, they want to satisfy someone. Something is, we need to understand why.
Mhm.
Because from the scenario you have described, this person does not even have the money. This
Mhm.
person is spending more than they should. There's a problem.
Mhm.
All other parts of their lives will suffer, and then they wear a wig that does not add to you inside of you.
Mhm.
There's a complex somewhere. Something needs, so the discussion must be had. Sit down with this person to understand why. What why are you happy with this? What kind of joy are you deriving? Do
Mhm.
you think if you channel it towards this other cause, it will be better off? Because that person for sure is in serious debt.
Mhm.
$3,000. Look, you can wear ear of $50, of $60 that would have the same look. It is that look you are after. And it even gives you opportunity to have more.
Mhm.
At a point, my daughter was the one that said, Mom, why are you wearing the same wig all the time? You have all this wig, but it's time for you to change them. And I'm like, okay, you change them. I love what I'm wearing. I love the look. I was looking good. As far as I'm concerned, she now sent me a catalog and I picked like three, which she bought for me. Thank you very much. I know now again she'll be like, Mommy, you need to change your wig. Thank you very much. I'm not going to spend how many thousands on any wig. No, I won't do it. Honestly, because instead of that, talk to a financial advisor. There are ways you can invest that same money and the interest you have on it, you can use it to buy many wigs.
That's the importance of financial education and financial conversation that we need to really, really start having. And is one of the is one of the next push that we'll be doing here at Brayton Call. And also that's the reason we bring the between two heads conversations, so that we can talk among us money, how to manage it, how to make it, how to keep it, how to grow it, and how you can use it properly. I like what you were saying about the couple communication. And it's true that if a couple cannot communicate, a couple that cannot communicate together, they cannot build together. And then in order for people to build together, they need to be able to talk about simple things like budget, to be able to talk about simple things about expenses, the money that comes in, the money that goes out. They need to be able to learn from each other about the interests, the passion of each other, and couple that build together are supposed to allow each other to leave the passion too, and not that it's just one that can afford the passion and the other one needs to suppress first and to keep bringing the conversation. And that's why we like having this conversation here at Brazen on Call and at Between Two Heads. Um, I don't know if the ladies, if you have questions, you can just raise your hand. Raise your hand. Now is a good time. We have just about 5 minutes left. It's a good time to raise your hands. We usually like people talking here. It's not just like you're listening to us. You're listening to us. You can jump in. I see comment. I see Aishat who say living to impress people who aren't seeing you. It's that thing when she made that comment and I say somebody spent $3,000 in a week when you're making less than 50,000. For sure, that's not what we want. We want women to be able to afford what they want within the means that they have. And yes, nowadays, everything is out there, everything is possible. There's so many resources that are available. Do you know when I say you, it's like the ladies. There are actually even places where you can go borrow clothes, you go to an interview, you go to a place, and then you bring it back. So you can also borrow even wigs. There are a lot of organizations that have services like that, where if you have to go to an appointment somewhere and you don't have clothes, you can go there. You go through a wardrobe that they have, and then you pick something that suits you, that will make you present yourself in full confidence. Um, and then when you're done, you clean it and then you bring it back. And at the same time, also, even wigs, there are a lot of people that donate them. And so you have to always look at how you can still be you without having to overspend. It's always funny to hear that somebody uh, had a hard time paying a rent but couldn't miss buying a wig. Buying a wig. And so it's important to be talking about these issues and more. Uh, yes, Jocelyn, go ahead.
Yeah, bonsoir encore, l'éduqué. Je vais te parler en français.
Je vais essayer de répondre en français.
OK. Dans le programme de femmes que tu dis, euh, celles que je ne connais même plus le mot en français. Donc, je voudrais demander, est-ce que tu travailles avec les gouvernements? Par exemple, est-ce que tu travailles avec les gens du gouvernement, spécialement au Nigeria, pour celles que tu renvoies, votre programme que vous renvoyez au Nigeria, par exemple?
Ce qu'on a renvoyé au Nigeria, ce sont les trucs médicaux. Je ne sais pas comment je vais expliquer très bien en français.
Non, tu peux expliquer en anglais.
Okay, so we do medical equipment donation. This is, for women and girl child health in Nigeria. We were looking at what can we do to support. Fortunately, we got a donor here that is able to supply us medical equipment. We're looking at wheelchairs, we're looking at beds, looking at injections, X-ray machines, so many things. Full container load, 40-foot full container load at a time. So we were able to liaise with government officials who are able to distribute this to the needed facilities. So that is a program that we started recently as well.
Okay, that's sound like an excellent excellent program, empowering women down there in
Yes.
Africa with the equipment that they need. So for us, for me, it has been a thrill to have you. Has been a thrill to have you here tonight,
Yes, if
sharing
I
your
can say a
wisdom.
last word before we
Mhm.
go.
Yes.
I want to say the model that you have for this program is
Mhm.
fantastic. So I
Thank
would
you.
love to talk to you more later, how we
Mhm.
can collaborate.
Yep.
Because like I said, what we do is we get mentors, and the number of people we are able to help is not significant enough. But
Mhm.
with this one you are doing, I'm very much interested in talking to you more to see how we can make it bigger and
Yep.
help more women. And I want to congratulate everyone that is in the program. Please don't take this for granted. This is an opportunity where you can make money from the comfort of your home. With a
Yep.
certificate from Essential, you are good for life. You can never be hungry again. My people say the palms can never deceive you. I can see few Yorubas here. Atelewo eni ò kí ń tàn ní jẹ. Your palms can never deceive you. Means if you have a skill, you will
Yep.
always comfortable in life. So thank
Yep.
you for this program, and thank you for inviting me today. And please, as you make money, as you grow, please grow your home as well. And
Yep.
madam, next time that we are having this program, let everyone bring their husband.
Yes.
So that bring your partner, bring your brother, bring your son, so that we are not teaching only ourselves. And at the end of the day, it is effort in futility.
You don't know how many times I scream it everywhere. I go to an event and I see somebody that I know. I say, "What is your wife?" And I see a woman that I know. "What is your husband?" Like, bring them out so that both of you get the same information at the same time, and that is really helpful a lot when both of them get the information instead of one getting the information and then they go home and try to share the way they understood it instead of both of them sitting there and getting the same information. It has been a thrill to have you and also to meet you. Definitely, I always say that I'm Madame Partenaria. So that music to my ear, we will follow up on that. And yes, because I started this program, like I said, because my mission in life is really help break the cycle of poverty in our community. I always say one family at a time. So, and I'm a faith-based person that I always say that God use me, use me whatever you see fit. And the ideas, I always said, whatever ideas comes into my mind is God who wants to use me from the little that I know and how I can share it. And the little that I knew before I started a program that I've been saying that I have studied and observe many other community how they've been able to reverse poverty in the
Okay.
community. They
Yeah.
actually didn't go outside to look for other things. They've developed from within based on what they had already. And in our community, we have our stuff, we have our things, but we just don't know that there is money behind it. And one of it that I said that the first one that I identified was braiding. That I mean, they publish a report there is always that Black women, they always had the lowest scale in the economic scale. The braiding industry is a $40 billion industry that people are making money on us.
Outsiders.
Yes.
Outsiders.
And so I mean we braid from when we babies, we kids, and so it's something that we can do, that we have, that can actually change our lives. And I've seen it, and I've seen it with all the women. We're on a 12 cohort right now, but the women that were trained before, and I've really seen how it totally changed somebody's life that was doing a work of like being the minimum wage job, and then now sitting and then braiding, and sometimes you don't even need to do it full time to make the money, more money than any job you had before. And so I keep encouraging women that yeah, please come and get the training. And the beautiful thing is that the training is free.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the beautiful thing. You have those 15 weeks for free. All you pay is just the kit, your own kit that you use. And so for women to really come and use the program. Thank you, ladies, for being here. I hope you will join us again next Wednesday. Every Wednesday, we're here at 7 p.m. With a different guest, and so that we can learn from each other, see each other, and talk among each other, and share tips, practices, and share all the little tools and little things that we have there, so that we can keep uplifting each other. Have a good night.
Yeah, thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Bye, Lady K.
Thank you, Madam Jocelyn.
Yeah, bye bye.
Yes.
Thank you too.